Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. We have such a fun one today. I'm doing my Amazon fall looks for less video, and I have kind of a hodgepodge in here of items that I bought during end sale that I found some amazing Amazon lookalikes. There is some very popular designer items that you are going to save thousands of dollars by getting them on Amazon instead. I have a couple of shout outs too from Walmart and Target as well. Everything will be listed below in the description box as well as over on the pinned comment. All right, and we're starting off strong. The Free People Bright Optimistic Cardigan was one of the most commented items during any of my end sale videos that I knew I had to find a good look for less. So here's the Free People one, retailed for around $200, completely sold out. You can't even buy it right now. This Amazon one is $37. You are definitely getting the look. Now, the one that I have here is not as oversized. There were two sizes under the link, and this one was the small medium because I wasn't sure how it would fit. Right now, it's available in the large and extra large. That would be the size I would get to do it again, because that is some of the look of Free People, is that oversized fabric look. So I think you could get closer to the original if you size up. But I think this is definitely in the spirit of it for a fourth of the price. The other thing that I like about this one, because I actually ordered from two different links, I went ahead and tried to get one of the cream ones, which again, you're definitely getting the look. This one has snap buttons like the original one. I don't feel like they're sewn on as good. So if you get one from the link with snap buttons, which we will specify below in the description box, I fear the buttons might pull. So this is one that I would go ahead if you get and just wear open, or get this one because this is just a regular front button cardigan. I just think this one is going to hold up a little bit longer. The cream link had a lot of other color options. So color might make the difference for you on this one, but I do prefer the styling of the one that I have on. And speaking of what I have on, I have two amazing looks for less of the Spinelli rings. So the first one is what looks like their solarium ring. It's three stacked rings that are tied together with these other gold rings. It's very pretty. The designer one will run you $600. You can get it for under $20 on Amazon, and it looks really good. Sometimes the Amazon gold is not a good gold. This is really pretty. But if you want to bring it up a notch, Spinelli also makes one with diamonds that is $16,000. You can also get the look for less of that one on Amazon. So instead of just being a stack of solid rings, you do have some rhinestone rings thrown in there, and then they're still attached by the separate rings. Super pretty, but I'm very excited that I've saved $16,000. And then my first handbag of the video, there is a lot of good bags in this one, but I saw all over the Row 90s bag. That is basically a small barrel bag that will run you around $1,300. This one from Amazon is under $40, comes in 4 colors. It feels really nice. It has that pebbled leather feeling to it. It does have an adjustable straps, really pretty gold hardware, and it's a lot more spacious than it looks. It easily fits the larger iPhone. I have no problem, and I still have room for quite a bit more. And it's also just one open compartment. The Amazon bag is a little bigger than the Row 90s bag. If you're looking for something that's more size comparable, Target just released this little barrel bag. It's from A New Day, and I guess I got it so early, I did buy mine in store, but there's not a link online for it yet. So hopefully by the time you guys are watching this video, we've hunted down a link, but this one is smaller. So if that's important to you, I'd probably go with the Target one. I do like though that I can haul a little bit more around in the Amazon handbag. Both of these are great options for an everyday bag, but I also think there's something to a barrel bag, especially depending on what you're wearing it with and what color you get, that this could be a little evening fall wedding guest event handbag. And if you're shopping fall new arrivals right now, you will see animal print jeans everywhere from Revolve, Cezanne, Nordstrom. Everyone has their designer or higher price tag, should I say, pair of animal print jeans. The ones that I have on are around $40 from Amazon. I actually bought these last year and I wear them a ton. I wore them with sweaters last winter, and then I wore them this spring just with a black tank top. Now the exact one that I have on is, I think they're calling it their yellow animal print. They do still have this in some sizes, but their new one this year is their neutral animal print. So where mine go a little bit warm tone, they go a little cool tone. exact same pant, exact same print. It's just a little bit different of a background color. Also, I'm so happy that the Lioness brand is on Amazon. They are a more elevated brand, but it is definitely a cool girl, cool vibe brand, and their animal print jeans are back this year as well. I have those and love them. And then what I picked up at Target, these are kind of a mashup of the trends. So we do have the animal print pant going on, but then we also have the track stripe, super popular. Anthropologie did their version of an animal print track pant that was around $150. The Target one is $22. I have this in a medium. I do think it's oversized on its own. It is pretty long, so in the footage you're gonna see I do have it folded one over. So even if you're taller than me, these should work for you, and I just love the cobalt stripe. That is just the whispers of what's going on, is that cobalt blue is the next big color. So fun, you can already get it at Target. This next pair of sunglasses I am shocked I could find on Amazon. I know they're not gonna be for everyone, but if you are a fan of aviators with a twist, you're probably gonna love these. So they do look like the Bottega Veneta drop aviator sunglasses that are $760. This Amazon pair here that I think looks exactly like it is under 20. So it's a plastic aviator, and then on the side it does have this gold arm. But what's really cool is it has sort of this jewelry detail on the end. It actually looks like the Bottega drop earrings that you've probably seen all over the internet, because you can also get looks for less on Amazon. So they attached what looks like the earring on the back of the arm, and then when you have them on, you can see the drop down of the earring. They are really, really cool, especially if you want to draw attention to your other jewelry. Like I have this cuff on here. I think it looks really cool together. This is going to be a fashion moment. I'm wearing this out for an occasion, for a purpose. This is not going to be my pair of everyday sunglasses that I keep in my purse or I keep in my car. For me personally, this is when I want to be just extra. Lots of color options under this link. I do have them here in the tortoise. If you are looking for a good everyday pair of sunglasses, there is one from Amazon that I have in my purse, I have in my car. I wear them all the time because they're not oversized, so they look good with casual outfits, but they do have the gold detail, so you can definitely still dress them up. They're a Celine look for less, and I see them in the wild all the time. They look good on everybody. And next I have a really good beauty find. So I'm a big fan of the Rhode Beauty Glazing Milk. I like to use this first to prep my skin. Gives me a lightweight hydration, and it just helps my foundation move around a little bit easier. So big fan of this product. Then I found this one on Amazon. It's from the Tier brand. They're a K-beauty brand. They're behind the red cushion foundation that seems like it was all over the internet. This is their Refreshing Milk Toner. Very similar consistency, lightweight hydration. I also really like to use this one under my makeup now. The Amazon one is $20, and you're actually getting a little bit more product versus the Rhode Beauty one that's $32. All right, let's talk about PJs. I'm way too excited about this category than I need to be, but there are some fantastic looks for less right now. So when I was on Anthropologie's website, perusing as one does, I saw they had a satin two-piece PJ set for around $100. This very similar Amazon one is around $20. Similar color, black piping. You do have the shorts with the elastic in the waist. So if you like a satin, silky type of PJ, you're probably gonna like that link. There's other color options available. And then from Joyspun, they just released their fall and holiday. I know already, their holiday PJs. I told myself I wasn't gonna talk about the Walmart Joyspun PJs because I mentioned that they're like the moonlight pajamas all the time, but the new colors are so good and I know they're gonna sell out. The Nordstrom Moonlight pajamas in the short sleeve and the short version are $65 versus the Walmart ones that are $17. So I picked these up in 3 colors. My mom picked them up in 3 colors. That's 6 total. They're so good. So she got them here in the chocolate brown, which just, it looks identical to the chocolate brown from Nordstrom. I got them in the red. They have some holiday options, some stripe options, so I'm gonna put them up on the screen. High risk sellout on this. So I bought the bow, which was viral last year, the bow Victoria's Secret pajamas that were in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Super cute. I liked them so much. I got my sister-in-law a pair. It is a long sleeve button-down satiny pajama, and then it has a matching wide leg pant. Walmart? What are we even doing? So $90 from Victoria's Secret, $26 from Walmart. That's amazing. I think I might even like the Walmart ones better at a glance. They're a little bit brighter of a red color, and then the Victoria's Secret pair has black piping, and Walmart did red piping for theirs, but I mean, you are definitely getting the vibe. The Victoria's Secret one, by the way, last year sold out within minutes. So I know the Walmart one's not going to last long. And on both of those, it is a light pink background if it's not coming across on screen. And then Walmart took it a step further and they did give us a long sleeve and shorts variation in this black and white bow print. I think you can get the pink and the red in the shorts as well, but so good. Which I know these are supposed to be Walmart's holiday PJs, but keep them in mind beyond the holidays. Think a girl's trip, or I mean, I think a bridal party in this black and white bow would be so pretty. The red and pink, you can get that back out at Valentine's Day. These are just fun. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite things, and that's Coach. The Coach Empire bag was first introduced last year, an instant viral hit. They start at around $500, $550, and they go upwards of $900. I found such a good Amazon look for less. So the Empire size that I have here, I have in the plum color. This is the Empire 40. The look for less that I found on Amazon is comparable in size. I think it's bigger than the Empire 28, but it's a little bit smaller than the one that I have. So I think it's probably in between sizes. But this bag looks so similar. Honestly, it's blowing my mind. So from the two straps to even the detail at the bottom of the handle to the pleat on the side, they have a similar gold finish. It's that brassier gold. It also has the same type of zipper closure. I mean, it is a good look for less. It also has the little brass feet on the bottom like the Coach one does. I just think this is a great bag. It also has the rings that you can add, the crossbody strap. On the inside, it feels like a soft faux velvet. You do have a zipper compartment, but it's a good size. It also looks like the smooth leather like the Coach one. This is not an inexpensive bag on Amazon, but it has high reviews for a reason. This is a very high quality bag. You are definitely getting the look, and especially if you just have been a fan of the Empire bag and you haven't wanted to pay the hefty price tag, I would definitely check this one out. I got it in the black. It's also available in brown under the link. All right, but we're not done with our Coach Empire look for less yet. So one of the things that Coach has been really known for recently has been their adorable bag charms. They're very New York themed. So similar to the cherry charm that I showed earlier, they did an apple charm and a pretzel. So cute. Those will retail for around $90, $95, but you can score what looks very similar on Amazon for under 10. I love the way that looks. This is a good bag in general to add charms to. You could put something going this way, add a twilly. You have a lot of space to work with, but I feel like I'm definitely getting my Coach New York vibes. And next, a pair of sneakers. Sneakers are so fun right now. From the metallics that are in to the embellishments and the lace doily kind of crochet trend that we were seeing in the summer, definitely carrying through to the fall. I saw a pair of Aloha sneakers, I believe on Anthropologie, that were around $190, which those are adorable. They stay sold out. This one from Amazon is around a third of the price, so it has that same slim profile gum sole shoe look to it. You have what looks like a faux suede upper with the lace detail, and then of course the organza ribbon laces are just adorable. They do come with a set of regular laces if you want to swap them out, but I like that this ribbon lace is a real lace. It's not just like they put ribbon through them. Absolutely adorable. There's several other color options under the link. And actually my mom recently got the lacy looking Sambas, also a similar look, sold out within minutes. So yes, they look like the Alohas, but it's also just a really trendy style. And I was looking for a pair of black sneakers to wear with black jeans, leggings, even black trousers to make them look a little bit more casual. I did pick this pair up at Walmart. They look very similar to a Vince pair that I saw for $250. They also look a lot like Vans, which depending on the style you go with, will be anywhere from $70 to $100. Meanwhile, the Walmart pair is around $25. It is available in a couple of other color options. And next up, I have these t-shirts. I love the Free People inspired tees. They're around $38. Then I found this very similar looking Amazon one for less than half the price. I have shared these before in the neutral colors. I did pick them up in the summer in navy as well as yellow, and I will be wearing these straight into fall. These are two really popular colors. But I wanted to mention them today because they just released their fall colors. So good. There's that plum that I've been raving about. We're seeing that everywhere. It's a big color trend. They have a chocolate brown. They also have that cobalt blue. So if you looked at it previously, there's a lot more color options now. To get that free people oversized look, I do size one up in these, but I like the sleeve coverage, the detail on them. They do have raw seams. They even have the little loop like the Free People one does here in the back. So I have ordered some of their fall colors. Hopefully I get it in before this video goes out. All right, kind of a random home find, but I just got in this frame and I saw at Williams-Sonoma they had a gold bamboo frame, really beautiful, this same size for $160. I did find this frame for around $20. Total, it's an 8x10. It does fit a 5x7 photo. Really expensive looking, I think. And this would be a great one to buy in duplicates if you wanted to. You could have a gallery wall, you could have the Mintus, or you can buy one and have it be standalone. But either way, a really pretty frame, and it's also available in silver. This next bag has been super viral on Amazon. It does look like the Bottega weave faux bag. I think those start at around $2,000–$3,000. So the Amazon ones look fantastic, but now they just dropped them in fall colors in this faux suede, and they are beautiful. I think it's available in around 5 colors right now. This is the color khaki. To me, it looks khaki with a tinge of green. It kind of looks like a brown olive, if that makes sense. It's a beautiful color for fall. I really like that you can wear this bag a couple of different ways too. So it does have a magnetic clasp to get in and out of the bag. It does have 2 pretty good sized compartments, and the hardware on this is gold. You can either wear the bag top handle or you can pull the straps up and wear this as a shoulder bag. I mean, it just looks like a very, very expensive bag. So for size comparison, I got out my other woven Amazon bag. You can see this one is a little bit bigger. This suede option does come in 2 sizes. There's a medium and then there's a larger size that just has the dimensions listed. I did buy this in the larger size. I think there's only about a 2-inch difference. So I'm not expecting too big of a difference between the 2 sizes, but I do like that this one has a small footprint. I also like my original boxy one here. Just kind of depends on what I'm doing in the outfit. And this one is a little bit more east-west, which has been very popular in handbags. All right, and let's talk about a little bit of jewelry. Whether you love them, hate them, the internet does seem to be divided. The Clover Van Cleef jewelry is wildly popular and it will run you upwards of $5,000 for one of their little Clover bracelets. The Amazon one here is around $15. It is a #1 bestseller. It gets 4.5 out of 5 stars. I did go with the gold and kind of pearlescent option. I do think this looks quite pretty on. It also has a really good extender. With that being said, with a nice extender, you do get a little dangle, so I probably am gonna do bracelet surgery on this and cut it to fit my size, but it does come in other colors, and actually the black under this link I think would look really pretty stacked up with the white. All right, this next one is a really good look for less of the Birkenstock Arizona shoe, which I'm clearly a big fan. You can see my Birkenstock here that is very well loved. What I like about these, especially for this time of the year, is it's still really warm in Texas. I can be in an open-toe shoe and not be just so hot. But the faux suede, the color specifically on these, it looks more like the season in my opinion. So the Birkenstock one is around $140. The Project Cloud one here that, I mean, look at the color on that. It's so similar, is $40, so they're $100 off. The Project Cloud I have in a 9. It fits true to size. There are other color options under the link. And while we're talking about 2-buckle sandals, how good is this one from Walmart? So during the end sale, there was a chocolate Mia sandal that looked so similar to this with these big gold buckles. That was around $60. The Walmart pair here is $32, so they're about half the price. They have a chocolate faux suede upper. The bottom is wipeable, which is nice for keeping it clean. And then they do have an extra platform, which I'm always a fan of. And this type of slide is kind of like a Mary Poppins shoe. I can wear this with sweatpants, and then I can also wear it with something like what I have on today. I do find that these fit true to size. I have them in a 9. And if you're looking for a fall sandal that's a little bit dressier than the 2-buckle sandal, I think this one is a really good option. They do look very similar to the Christian Dior sandals that do retail for around $600. My Amazon pair here is around $35, and I think this is a really good color brown. They remind me a lot of fall, but I also wore these in the summertime. It's kind of a seasonless brown. There are several more color options under the link. I do have them in a size 9. I find these fit true to size, and what I think it would look adorable paired back to that is my next item. They're these mini bags from Amazon. So they do look like the viral cosmetic bags from Longchamp. I'm a big fan of those. I think they're adorable. So I do have the Longchamp one here. Here is the Amazon one. this looks super, super similar. Now they have so many different colors. We used to only be able to get it in black and brown, and the sizing wasn't quite the same. This one is super similar, so I did pick it up in the orange for a little pop of color. I actually bought this before Taylor Swift announced that she was single-handedly going to bring orange back, so now I feel really ready to go with her new album. And then I also picked it up in this red, which this is a really fun fall red. It's definitely on the red side, but it leans a little bit to burgundy. I also like that the Amazon one does come with D-rings and the crossbody strap included, so the Longchamp one doesn't. You have to buy a kit aftermarket, but this one is ready to go if you want to wear it like a crossbody, which is mostly how I wear mine, but this is a good look for less. The Longchamps I think retail for around $120. This Amazon one is under $20. Next, I have a dupe of one of my favorite items from the Nordstrom anniversary sale. Is these Steve Madden heels. They retail for around $130. What's so fun about them though is they are mesh. So it has a serious pointed toe on it, a kitten heel. They look super, super chic. They're a little mule, and I found what looks very similar over on Amazon for around $40. The heel height is comparable. The Steve Madden pointed toe might be a little bit pointier, but I actually think I might like the Amazon ones better because the Steve Madden version, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I'll put up some footage. They swoop pretty far down on your foot, where the Amazon one does hug a little bit higher on your foot. So I think for a mule, it's gonna stay on a little bit better. There's about 6 options under the link, including this animal print, which I do really like. It is more of a gray, cool tone animal print than your typical brown, like the color of my pants. I think these would look really nice with black and white. So the Steve Madden version is $130, the Amazon is $40. And I love these $16 Amazon sunglasses. I did get them in the tortoise. They are a cat eye. The whole thing is plastic. There's no nose piece on these, and they do have a really nice thick arm. I also like that these are a little bit darker. To me, they definitely seem like a fall and winter pair of sunglasses as opposed to a pair that I might grab for in the summer. And actually, I think they look really nice with what I have on. And they reminded me of a Celine pair that retails for around $500, so this is definitely a steal. Lots of color options available on those sunglasses, and I meant to mention earlier the top that I have on is from Quince. I did talk about this in my latest fall new arrivals video, so I'll leave a link for that below in the description box if you want to check that out. But I just got in the Quince cashmere v-neck sweater. I got it in yellow and immediately went after it in a ton of colors. It is great quality. I really like the fit on them, and I was looking up similar v-neck cashmere sweaters start at around $200, so it is a really, really good price. I will include a link to that below, and we'll go ahead and make today's secret emoji be the sunglass emoji. Leave that for me below in the comments so I know you stuck it out with me through the whole video. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today, and if you're looking for any of the Amazon finds, they'll be on my Amazon storefront. We'll also put everything in the description box and the pinned comment. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today, and I'll see y'all in the next one.